5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I mean, that we only lost. That was 2 minutes, and we just wasted 2 minutes. That's not a big deal. Man, I'm getting in. I'm getting in the group now. It's like not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. The fact that we actually PB'd with that kind of execution in a lot of places, I think that just gave me new life. It's always annoying how I have to wait until Bianca technically super fully gets out of the level before I actually get to enter Sunny Villa. Ah, there we go. My God, my hold on. Get these nice little gems first. Did not get it. Whatever. Let's tighten things up a little bit. Not the cleanest, but that we'll take it. We'll take it. For anybody that is tuning in, the reason why I quit the game is because we are going to go the leaderboards go off of the in-game timer, and obviously the in-game timer it stops whenever you are not in the game. So that's kind of the main reason why we do it, and it just kind of make things a little bit smoother as far as the handling of, as far as like making sure we save as much time as possible. I think that might have been actually a better starting Sunny Villa. But man, like I do these games and it's so much fun. Just being able to like execute some of these tricks, like getting the end of level eggs like from the very beginning in certain levels, or skipping large portions of it, or out of bounds that we're gonna do in Seashell Shore. It's just really, really cool to get to like properly show off and even experience it. It really does fill me with a lot of joy running this game. Wait, oh, did it? Ah, stupid sparks. Did not get me those, that 5 gem, but it's fine because we got the 10 gem, which I guess it's fine. By the way, Surf, have you decided on whether or not you're, are you gonna end up, submitting that, the asterisk world record on it, or is it kind of like confirm that it wouldn't even be eligible just because of that real mess that happened loading in Charmed Ridge? Man, it was so it was so maddening kind of seeing that on the replay. So anyway, are you watching? That there we just beat the level for anyone curious. That that is essentially, I think this would technically be considered a perfect hover. Or rather, it's like, there's just enough distance to be able to like traverse the level. Traverse that little gap and be able to perfect hover it. So the name of the game is get 100 eggs. That's the any percent deal. And so we got to try to figure out where are the fastest eggs and what's it gonna take to get these to get the eggs in quick fashion, which involves doing tricks like that cool little trick that we just did at the start of this level, which basically means that we don't have to pay money bags, 300 gems to able to navigate the level as we normally do. But going for the level, or what we do is kind of go for the level in reverse, which we are able to. And allows us to get the, basically we'll have access to collect all of the eggs. We're not gonna get all of them. There is one egg in here that we're actually gonna skip because it's a little bit too slow for my liking at this point. Which is in that little portal that you see with the little purple swirly thing. But man, who'd have thought who would have thought that today we get a PB in Pokemon TCG and like go through like basically improve again on the inaugural world record on all battles, and then get a and then improve our PB in here on the last run by 9 seconds, which is, I mean, I'll take that as a win. That's a win. Baby steps. Not everything needs to happen in one day. And we have all weekend to basically be getting these PBs, so I am pretty okay. Now that I've had time to like decompress, I think I'll be fine in terms of whoops. Didn't grab that that vase or that gem, huh? But yeah, no, there's a lot of really cool stuff that we've done today on stream, on both streams today. It's just the whole deal with, we missed out on Pokemon TCG world record, like shattering the world record on all battles. But hey, you know, this tomorrow, there's Sunday. It'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. I forgot to hit the blitz again. And oh, come on, there we go. Will not be our first trip to Molten Crater, but we are gonna wait until the very end of the run to come back here, just so we can get 3 really quick eggs that, gem wise and side character wise, doesn't make sense for us to be able to execute. Well, one of the eggs, we're not even allowed to get it because we need to get Sergeant Bird, and we don't get that until the second hub world. And 2 of the eggs, we technically could do it right now, but we don't want to stress having to collect as many gems as possible in the in this early portion, just because the gem value on the early levels are like small, whereas, you know, if we were to wait to like the end of the level, we'll get like way more high value gems. And the good thing about it is that we can just freely move between levels, which is cool and all. I'm just going to I'm just gonna hope that I can like follow along with these RTA splits, but it's fine. Not the end of the world. It's not gonna matter. Now, hope here is us being at blue sparks doesn't hurt us too badly. I think we'll be able to get I think we'll be fine if we get. Okay. Okay, so here comes maybe the coolest trick in this entire game. I don't even, which basically is a really cool out of bounds skip. First of all, if we have to basically do a perfect hover, we allow ourselves to get hit, and voila! We can now access a Sheila egg, actually 2 Sheila eggs, that we normally would not be able to because we haven't unlocked Sheila yet. But thankfully, this out of bounds skip allows us to actually be able to get these 2 eggs without having to go through Sheila's level first. And now again, we could theoretically go through Sheila's level first, but we don't want to again stress having to collect so many gems this early in the run. So we basically do this little out of bounds trick that allows us to be able to collect like a decent amount of gems, you know, collect a decent amount of gems without having to already pay up to get Sheila's level. I'm sure I could have explained it a lot better, but we are now in, I don't know, at this point, it's like almost 8 hours of streaming. So might not exactly be at 100% peak. There we go. 100% peak mind power. Now, the fun thing about doing this this mini game is that it actually stops the in-game timer. There's another egg in this much later in the run that also is a similar like underwater tunnel scavenger type of mission. So the end-game timer essentially is paused during that whole little section. That was actually really clean. All right, sorry about that. I was I had a work email. Yes, work email at 10 at almost 11 p.m. Eastern. Don't worry about that. It's not something that's gonna stop me from streaming. It's just basically something that will be like, hey, can you do this job on Monday? Which I had a feeling I was going to something was gonna happen on Monday. But it's fine. I'm going to a place called Painesville. That's right. I'm not kidding. The place is actually called Painesville, Ohio. It's absolutely hilarious. Nice little easy break of a level, because this is, I mean, we can basically do this on autopilot. Which is a nice little thing. There's another speedway level that is currently in the midst of being routed, and Surf. Actually, oh, I missed the butterfly. In the middle of routing, and basically it's actually got world record. The reason why although it may not be recognized as a world record, mainly because his stream decided to not cooperate. So but I would still go out and search out the run, because it is incredible. And oh, we missed okay, we missed that. That is fine. Ooh, that could have been disastrous. Where is he? There we go. Honestly, that wasn't, I think we might have actually still saved just a tiny bit of time from compared to the last one. Although I will say, for sure, this will be the last run of the day. Like, yeah. Okay, so so now we are going to immediately guidebook our way back into Cloud Spires. The reason why, because it is the level close to us. No, I think it's either that or Sunny Villa, but it's one of the it's a level closer to Sheila's cage. So we basically teleport our way into getting into a closer level, because again, the endgame timer does not keep going. As a result, we're really overgemmed on here. So we basically waste a little bit of time. So we basically waste a little bit of RTA time in the hopes of basically by saving up, like, I don't know, like 6-7 seconds in game time, which, you know, you do these minor in-game saves, in-game time saves. It does starts to add up, and you'd be surprised by how much you can actually save up. All right. The whole deal is we actually have to go through some of these animal buddies Spyro has in order to advance to the next hub world. Now, the one thing about this particular level is that the reason why I'm letting the dialogue go for a little bit, because these goats kind of, they take their sweet time in when it comes to moving along. So I just basically let the dialogues run, just so that they can basically get to the next destination while we are in dialogue. Kind of a bit of a late on that. The jump just didn't register right. Normally, we've tried to squish the mushroom houses from the top, but by doing this, it's kind of like a similar deal with those cannons in the other level. There we go. It's a tiny, believe it or not, these those little jumps that I was doing as far as like trying to destroy the mushroom houses, because I'm not trying to hop over and destroy them, we actually do kind of save like, that's another one of those like super tiny time saves that's like, I don't know, like we save like a second for every one of those. So that's already a few seconds right off the gate that we saved up as a result.
Let's head on over to...
And because Sheila is the very last level of the very last level of this hub world, we are able to, we automatically go into the balloon, so we don't have to waste time trying to run around the entire level and do the basically waste in-game time to get into the balloon that gets us into the next home world. But before we actually get to do that, we have a boss fight. So this is Buzz. He is... Think of Buzz as like a mixture between Reptar from Rugrats and Sonic the Hedgehog. Is the best way I can describe it. So the name of the game is trying to like maybe position yourself by to kind of cut down on the time needed that Buzz spends doing this little that little like Sonic spin cycle. Now you can actually cut it significantly by allowing yourself to get hit, but that is that's a bit of a risky strategy, because if you get yourself hit too many times and you're a little bit careless in the execution, then you could potentially die. And I've seen runs lose. I've seen runs die very early on just because they didn't do Buzz correctly. They got either a little bit too greedy, or it just didn't work out as far as like the execution of it. And so as a result, I've seen world records like die and everything. That was a pretty solid Buzz. Didn't get hit once, so I don't have to waste time in getting back health for levels. Man, this has been quite the day for me already. I think that I think we're off to a really good start. We think we made I think things were a little bit tighter this time around than in the last run. We just gotta really make sure that we gotta execute and not make any silly mistakes like we did in the last run, because you know, just in the same manner that you can save time by doing these mini tiny things like guidebooking to another level to get closer to your destination. You can also lose like a ton of time just for silly mistakes. And I think, and the cool thing and the good nice thing about this is, I think with enough practice, anyone can do like really well in this game. This game is slowly starting to, I think, get transformed a little bit with the with Country Speedway now sort of being a new potential route for runners to take. We basically are putting the any percent category on notice. And I think you could see more runs, if enough people, and oh, come on, that's not what I wanted. Okay, we want to try this. Wanted to aim for we wanted to try to see if we can get that box to explode to destroy the ice wall, but it did not work. That's fine, but the problem is we have to wait a little bit for that cannon to be free. Okay, so now here comes... So Icy Peak is pretty cool in terms of speedrunning because it has a couple of really neat little tricks. First trick that we want to do is we basically are going to blow up this rock and catapult ourselves into that small little ledge. Because there is a tiny hitbox that we can just hover ourselves over to, and allows us to get that egg significantly quicker than we are supposed to. We're supposed to basically traverse for like the entirety of the perimeter. And that is another one. There we go. Maynard skip. Another really fun little trick where there's a tiny, and I mean tiny, hitbox on the whatchamacallit, on the cannon. And did not mean to do that. There we go. Let's get ourselves hit so we can get through the level a little bit quicker. Someone did follow me, and I appreciate it. I don't know why. It's just not appearing on my OBS, so I don't know who it is that that follow me. But if you do, whoever you are, I very much appreciate it. Kind of hard to really check because my hands are a little bit tight. And yeet, we yeet the yellow thief. Trying to see who was it that followed me. Right. Oh, thank you. Unfriendly Bara. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Yeah, thankfully I got an email alert on that, so very happy with that. Okay, we are actually getting closer to 50 and get ourselves to affiliate. And basically I've done all the metrics. All the metrics needed to get to affiliate. I'm basically there. The only thing that's left is get to 50 followers, and afterwards we're there. We're there at basically we do enough to get to affiliate. So let's see if we can. I'm trying to figure out what special thing I want to do when we get to 50. Like I genuinely don't know. If anybody has a suggestion, it doesn't have to be like a speedrun. It could be anything. I'm more than happy to try to I'm more than happy to listen to any suggestions. And oh come on, that was not good. Righty then. Go through these 3 rockets. And avoid getting hit, but we do not. Because it just so happens that the texture of the statue actually stopped us from being able to see properly the the enemy. So And because this is a game made in 2001, I think it was 2001, we have to incorporate some skateboarding.
Okay.
And thankfully, this is there's only 2 eggs. Oh, that I needed to do a front flip, didn't I? Okay, backflips are cooler. Wait, oh no, I needed to do a side flip. I forget. It's the next one that is a front flip. I don't think that was a major time loss. It was funny though. What the? Oh my god! How did it not? It landed so awkwardly. I don't know how. I'm just gonna go.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
I think. All right.
Okay, that was kind of sloppy. That's fine. Fine, not the end of the world. I cannot believe it. No, it's be a real mess if we actually don't get it right here. Perfect.
I can't.
So yeah, that's the fun thing about this one is that you can essentially give up on the level. Not give up on the level per se, but you basically don't go through the game. You don't go through the entire 2 minutes. Hidden towers. What are we at? We're actually a few minutes. We're already doing so much faster than our than the PB from a few days ago. Like, this is actually a much better start by like several minutes. But that's also not including the fact that we actually skipped out on 2 eggs in particular. And oh no! Oh, I was worried about this. Okay, let's nice little water break.
Shoot.
Sometimes if you try to skip the cutscene, you actually end up not being able to, and you get locked out of being able to do the cutscene. So let's kind of enjoy this little break.
We should help her.
Thankfully, the in-game timer
She
is
nearly toasted you.
paused during
But
this.
she was aiming at you.
So, how are you enjoying all this plot that you're now experiencing for the very first time? Or like in its entirety, not skipping for cutscenes. I think this cutscene is like 2 minutes long. Oh man.
Thanks.
No problem.
I will say, if this isn't a charity marathon, this is
I
like
can look after myself.
the best way to like incorporate
Would
to
you like me to show you?
the best way to get some
Out of magic.
to get some donations read.
Jumpstart.
I'll deal with you later.
Hey, why'd you have to scare her off?
All right, there we go. Finally done with that. I don't know, I love like Sergeant Bert's like demeanor, which is just like staring a hole straight through money bags, as he should. But yeah, the PB that I got before today was actually done. The PB before today was well, actually had that that same problem where that specific cutscene did would actually play in its entirety. on. We can get this anvil. There we go. Oh, booey. But at least we got the, at least we skipped. At least we kind of went ahead and got plenty of, saved a little bit of time by basically doing this ahead, because you basically were kind of meant to. All right, there we go. Don't need to take care of everybody else. Okay, so the intended mission in this level is to save the hummingbirds. Unfortunately, for the hummingbirds, they are not required to actually beat the level. You only just need to like traverse for like the first half. You don't even need to beat all the enemies. You just need to beat the ones that stand directly in the hummingbird's way. So it's basically Spyro's equivalent of Super Metroid's. Like, do you save the animals or do you not save the animals? Except in this case, we never save the hummingbirds, because they are slow and they give it, and it's like a really not worthwhile egg. All right, Spooky Swamp, you've been the bane of my existence for quite some time. The lighting is very inconsistent. Your platforms don't make sense. So, okay, the reason why I did that is because, and I don't know why, but this only happens to Spooky Swamp. A couple of seconds on the in-game timer pass while the screen is still black and you can't do anything. So what you try to do is to save, even if it's just only a couple of seconds, you quit out of the game and then you get back into the game. And so Spyro can finally start moving when the in-game timer starts to load. So, this level, the deal is we tried to light these candles. But here's the thing, we actually don't have to do anything. Ooh, this is gonna be like way faster than what I hoped. We'll see. No, oh come on, that was really annoying. Yeah, Spooky Swamp. The problem here, the lighting and the platforms are really inconsistent. But thankfully, we don't have to deal with this nightmare's hellscape of a level anymore. That was like a 10-second loss. That was unfortunate. Trying to see like how much. Like, where am I at currently? I mean, by Bamboo Terrace, I've been like, yeah, I've saved so far, like, an extra, like, a little over an extra minute. This is, we think the thing's a little bit tight. Oh, that's on RTA. Let's see if we can try to, come on. The bunnies are kind of in the way, and they can be quite annoying. Let's see if we can try to get something. Okay. Did we get it? No, we did not. Oh, because we were missing that one. So, did a bunny must have gotten it. Darn it. So the trick here was that you basically leave that I guess what ended up being the third potted plant as the final potted plant. You basically maneuver your camera to then hit the potted plant from the top of that ledge. But the moment you actually fire, you quickly turn to your right, get the egg, so that when you get that egg, that potted plant then gets destroyed, and you get sent back to like right in front of Bamboo Terrace to get that egg. So you basically get 2 eggs for the price of one action, I should say. Let's see. And wait. Oh, that's kind of annoying. The problem here with this level is that some of these Rhinox, their feet can hurt you. And I'm not talking like they kick you or anything. No, like they hover. Some of them like hover down on their umbrellas, and they end up actually, and their feet, for some reason, are considered, their stationary feet that aren't doing anything actually ends up being considered a weapon. Here's another, and this is another neat little skip that we do because we are just cool like that. Normally we're supposed to like take out all the Rhinox in the bridge, but we don't have to do that. We can just do a nice little glide and like a perfect hover into the end of that bridge. There we go. Oh, the big time save. Huge, huge time save. We would have wasted like an extra yeah. Yeah, indeed. Oh man, I'm glad we didn't have to chase the thief around all of Vampires. That would have been several extra seconds.
Let's head on.
Thanks for stopping by. Spyro's gems. So wait, so are you all of Spyro's gems, or are you a certain type of gem? Like, are you a red gem, a green gem, a purple gem, yellow, pink? What's your deal? What type of gems are you? All right, so this may or may not be the first. You know, we could actually try to go for rocket. Nah, I'm not gonna go for rocket storage. I want to have a clean spike. I'm sorry, a clean scorch, and then focus on getting rocket storage here in for spike. Ah, darn it. Okay, but that's fine because we were able to. Ooh. Okay, RNG kind of being being a bit of a troll now. All of them. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. All right. Okay, all of Spyro's gems. I'm curious now. Now we need to know. How do you feel about Moneybags? He loves gems. He clearly loves gems, but he is clearly a scam artist. How do you feel about being the subject of Moneybags' eternal desires? You can have them just not mine. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Okay, clean spike. Just one mishap on the RNG. Purple rock, red rock just going immediately right next to him. Completely unfair. man, we are. Man, I'm getting really close to the end of my wits. I will say. We'll find. We'll find out if I have another, what is it, 45, 50 minutes in me to actually be able to execute the rest of this run and get a really big PB. We already got one PB, which is enough to put us next into the leaderboard. But man, it getting rough,
Listen to me.
getting rough out there. No, come on. Okay. Really, really, game? You wanna haggle me over like a few pixels of grabbable ledge? We're really gonna play that game? That's fine. Oh, finally, we don't have to get interrupted by Zoe telling us, hey, you can go through that super armor, which might be the only... No, actually, no, it is not. It's not the only place in the game that we actually get to use that, but it's the only time in the speed run that we'll actually use the super armor. Going to Lost Fleet. Okay, I'm going to be shocked if I actually execute this Lost Fleet skip a second time in a row. I'm gonna be shocked. It's or whatever, Bianca. I think Bianca is a fawn. I think for the longest time, I thought when I was a little kid, I thought Bianca was or no, oh, I'm sorry, I was thinking about Laura. No, Bianca's a rabbit, I think. All right, let's do a couple more. And come on, we're almost at it. There we go. Not perfect. Bianca's a rabbit, I thought. I think Laura's the fun. What the? There we go. Okay, we want to try to. And do we get it? Oh my god, yes. Whew. That was a close one. That is that's not an easy skip to try to execute in a speed run when you're already like on a pretty decent pace. So I'm really happy that we're able to do that. The that initial trick, that initial skip it's actually not something that's easy to pull off. Even people on like even like top of the leaderboard guys struggle a little bit with trying to get that first try. So ooh, nice. There's a second egg that basically is doing this, but a slightly harder version of it, and we're not gonna go for it because it takes way too much time. I mean, this alone, this is already like a pretty sloppy subs. There we go. Jesus. And now because we basically blew up that pirate ship door at the start when we did the second half of the skip, we basically have to avoid letting him pass through the initial portion of the level. Oh man, I really am sort of at my wit's end. We are now, Jesus, we are now at over 8 hours streaming collectively throughout the day, I should say. but I'm happy with that we at least be able to get the Lost Fleet. Even though it took us a couple of tries, it ended up being a quicker, it ended up still saving us time, in my opinion. Don't have to be that much. Not a, actually, no. We still saved time because we did do the second part of the skip, which is what, which still saves us a decent amount of time. So now we want to try to see if we can get 1,000. Yes, we're actually a little under gemmed, I think. Because we need to get to 1,000. We got Fireworks Factory, Charmed Bridge, and Frozen Tundra. Yeah. No, I think we'll get to them. It's just a matter of whether or not are we going to have to go out of our way to collect a few extra gems. And the camera just refuses to cooperate, per usual. Fun game, fun game. Alrighty then. Getting real darn close to getting that that 1,000. Might have to like beat these actors. Come on. There's a little gap in his thing that. There we go. That was annoying to have to deal with, but it's fine. We didn't lose a whole ton of time as a result. Just gotta hope to be a tiny bit tighter. So funny story, I forgot on one of my PB attempts, I actually forgot to exit out of the level. And because I forgot to exit out of the level, or get the end of level egg, I ended up losing a ton of time as a result, because I have to go back to Fireworks Factory and end up redoing, like, navigating for the whole level again. So now onto Charmed Ridge, which we got the cool little strats with Charmed Ridge, with the fireballs and the perfect cover. We got most of it correct. We missed out on just one little teeny tiny thing, but it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. That was still like the best Charmed Ridge we've ever done in a run. So if we can just get even just a tiny bit something very similar to that, not necessarily as perfect, but we get something similar, I think we'll be just fine.
Spyro.
So here comes the first of several tricks in here. We can just align ourselves. There we go. We basically hover onto this little chest piece, and boom, we avoid having to pay money bags, 600 gems, to basically navigate through this through what is on the other side of this ledge. Okay. Come on. Let it work. Does it work? And it worked. Perfect. Yes. That's what I love to see. So basically that fireball just gave us just enough time to be able to avoid having to worry about that cat wizard. And also that we just passed through. And also deal with the not have to deal with the one that is guarding the bridge. And normally this puzzle is a little bit more involved with trying to get stuff like oh, come on. We're trying to use like mushroom seeds and flower seeds. But if we do a perfect hover and oh, I needed to actually get a. That's fine. That's fine. We get the first one. Normally it would take us a little bit longer to actually get it, complete this first half. Had we done it the way it was intended, but now have this. And there we go. Now, can we get this right? No, darn it. Okay, that's fine. That's not an easy trick to try to pull off, so. And, come on. Can I get the gems? Jesus. We are in a. How did I, like, thread the needle that well? That's unbelievable. Oh, did I seriously not thread the needle? Like, oh my goodness. My accuracy for not getting things right, unbelievable. Okay, I did ask for somewhat clean. And that was somewhat clean. Not the best, but we'll take it. But yeah, that is essentially Charmed Bridge. Charmed Bridge is kind of a neat level to be able to show off those perfect hover tricks with the mushrooms and be able to do that little wall gliding that we do in order to try and get on top of the chessboard, little like tilted, crushed chessboard tower. And that little thing with the fireball, where we try to take out like wizards that are like really far away and time them so that we are able to avoid having to deal with them at a later date, at a later point. Worlds and Altars is next. I keep forgetting to hit my lava splits in time. Now comes one of 3 tricks that I am still, like, iffy about. In terms of making... Oh, because I want to get them really right. Because we're going to lose a ton of time if I don't. So, we can essentially skip half of the level. And it would be a colossal time save. Come on. That thing's range is insanely good. We do a perfect hover here. Freeze this bird guy. I don't know what he is. That's We first go through here to get this little egg. Now, the moment of truth. If we go into this little ledge, we have to basically do an almost frame perfect wall glide. No, darn it. Okay, missed it. We're gonna try again. If not, then oh, come on. almost had it. Oh. There we go. Okay. Okay, second try, that's fine, because you know what? We actually still end up saving time if we were to versus doing the level normally. So that's still fine. Not the cleanest, but I still think it's an overall net improvement over what we have done. I actually don't know how we are doing on RTA time. I guess this is a good thing. So now I just not focus on the RTA time from like, because RTA time doesn't matter, and we did lose 2 minutes just because of the cutscenes. So but we're now about to go through our final animal companion. Technically, there is one more after this next one, but we're actually not gonna do his level because he is not required. So here comes Bentley the Yeti. He's got a little brother named Bartholomew. He's very annoying. We just have to. The whole thing is just just taking care of some Rhinox, and that's it. Not really a very difficult level to have to deal with. So now we want to be out of Bartholomew's way, because he ends up, if you end up actually not if you end up like being in his way, it does like block him. You're not going to be able to talk to him to advance the level. And there is a big time component to this, because these seals have a did we miss it? Okay, we might have missed the thing. So there is a cycle to these things, to these seals. Oh no, we're not. No, we're actually good. The deal with these seals is that they move on a cycle, and we want to get on that last one on a cycle where we don't have to wait for it to move to the other side to then fire. That is like an 8-second loss if we get on the wrong cycle. But we were able to do it. We got a good cycle. That was a good cycle. We don't have. Not the optimal cycle, but it was good enough. Like, it's like, I would say that is acceptable. Alrighty then. You're nearing the end. Like, I am at the end of my wits at this point. So all that is left is one last set of hub worlds, and then a few more bosses. Typically, we would just try to go for Scorch is the last boss before you get to Sorceress, but there is actually another thing that we're gonna do. There are 5x in this game that would be best accessible using a trick called rocket storage that you can try to do in this upcoming boss. It is extremely difficult to try and pull off. World record runs have died because they couldn't get the RNG fall in their favor. we're gonna try to play this a little bit more safely, and we're naturally not gonna go for rocket storage. There is a similar version to this, which is called Purple Rock, and it is very similar to, and the setup is almost exactly the same. You just need to, you know, the problem here is that oh, come on, that's really? The problem here is that man, come on. Oh boy. Ah, that's okay. Kind of got things back under control. RNG not really in our favor, but we want to try to, every time we hit Scorch, we want to try to get under him so that he doesn't throw off these fireballs. So that he can do these fireballs instead of throwing eggs, because the eggs slow down the fight significantly. And fortunately we kind of missed it. And that kind of, yeah, the RNG really messes things up. Okay. This was not a clean Scorch. And, oh, come on. So now we have to basically go through Buzz again. No, wait. Oh, my God. There we go. My God, that was bad. That was bad. So now we are basically... So now we have to go through a level. We have to basically now fight Spike. The setup to Rocket Storage was... we would have tried to allow Bentley to throw a green rocket, sort of try to keep it in the center of the ring, so that when we beat it, we actually have a couple of seconds before we get magnetically pulled into getting the egg, where we can try and get the green rocket. And by doing that, after the fight's done, we actually are able to throw green rockets from here on forth, and we use that to get into Crystal Islands and get the end of level egg from the very beginning. Again, very hard to pull off, but what we'll do now is essentially do that trick again, but it's an easier version of it called Purple Rock. The problem here is that it does waste a little bit of time. Yeah, so we have to beat Spike again. What are we? That was 35-16. That was kind of more or less where we were last time, I think. Or we might have been. We might actually be a little bit slower. We really gotta step our game up. Okay, RNG in our favor. Gotta. Ooh. Okay, this is favorable RNG. The red rocks basically can appear from anywhere, so we actually got good RNG on that one. But now we basically have to stick real close to Sergeant Bird, because he's now going to be dropping the things we'll need to hurt Spike. And now we have to. Okay, he's down one hit. The next purple rock that he drops, we're actually not going to use it just yet to attack Spike. Instead, we'll wait for one more, and then keep in mind where it is located. Where is located? Okay. That's a really far off. Man. Okay. It's really far off. Oh, but we got it. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Okay, crisis averted. That's also not something you can very easily pull off on the first try. So I'm glad that we were able to get Purple Rock, because now we can get into Crystal Islands to be able to get those 5 eggs. However, the problem here is we do actually have to waste a little bit of time to actually get into Midnight Mountain, because the rocket will take us only to Evening Lake after we beat Spike. So we have to go into the other rocket. Don't ask how there's suddenly now 2 rockets. Just don't worry about it. Because if we do any teleporting through the guidebook, the purple rock is gone. So we kind of have to do things a little bit manually. It's not a big time loss. I mean, this is the extent of the time loss as a result. So we are getting very, very close to the end of this run. Honestly, there's only if we can go through Crystal Islands with relative ease, I think we'll be fine. I just need to like stay calm and not and really just if I can get the haunted tomb skip done right and not take like 6 tries, I think we'll be fine. Problem is, I horrendously botched Crystal Islands. It cost us sub 52. I mean, we still got a PB out of it, but oof. Come on. No, come on. I don't want to talk to you. Ah, there we go. There's the end of the level. We just beat it. That's the cool thing about Purple Rock, is that we basically beat this level real easily. So thankfully, there's a free flight power-up here. And that allows us to get into this nice, neat little slide puzzle. We want to try to kind of... Okay, that was a little bit sloppy, but I think that's enough. Yeah. A little bit sloppy, but it did the job. And hey, what do you know? Oh, I'm sorry. This is the end of level egg, actually. Not the other one that we just got. Either way, we got 3 eggs now. Now comes... Okay, the 4th one is going to be very easy to acquire. It's the 5th one that's going to be a little bit tricky. 5th one's right there, if you kind of just saw in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. But here's kind of the problem. This thing, there is kind of like a weird wall. We did not get it right. We didn't get it right. That it's really hard to tell where is the wall. Okay, come on. Let's not take 5 tries to actually get this 1 egg. Okay. Gotta do this calmly. Yeah, there we go. No, come on. It's the same thing again. I guess I was a little bit too wide. All right. Okay, this is where things kind of spiraled a little bit out of control. Again, this is not easy to try to execute. There we go. There we go. Okay, still sloppy. Better than last time. That was better than last time. So all we got to do now is just If we play it clean the rest of the way, I think I think we get another PB. You know that, and I shouldn't beat myself too much, because that fifth egg, that's a little deceiving. I think there is technically another way that's a little bit safer, but you gotta know where to kind of go. You basically have to kind of go around that upper platform that you were at. We're going straight to Desert Ruins, and we're gonna actually do 2 trips to Desert Ruins. The first one, we're gonna get 4 of the 5 eggs. Right? 4 of the 5 eggs that we're intending to get. The reason why we're not going to get the 5th one is because we're going to do a tiny bit of routing insofar as getting making sure that we kind of keep that in-game timer as low as possible. And that is actually the end of levels egg that we're actually going to do another skip. But that is also perfect hover. All right, tight. Okay, so long as we don't die as Sheila, I think we got this in the bag. So we might have to play this a little bit safer. It's going to avoid making any sloppy mistakes. Good start. There we go. Okay. Clean. Okay, that was good. I think I lied. There is I think I said earlier that this was not on the last Sheila minigame. That was the final time we're gonna see Sheila, and I guess I forgot about this one. These are 2 actually very crucial eggs. Come on, we're gonna get to 299. That's fine. We will get one. I'm sure we will get one more gem before we are needed to pay 300 for our one and only time where we're actually gonna pay money bags, or one and only time for levels, for something in the level that doesn't require the animal buddy. All right, Haunted Tomb really is kind of the last major thing that I'm gonna have to deal with, and it's coming. Gonna have to confront this one way or another. Even if we get Haunted Tomb within like a few tries, that's already a big time step, because it took us a total of 6 times, because I panicked and I bonked the thing. Oh, we got the 300. So yeah, so that's and by the way, the thing that I'm referring to is that Molten Crater, where we are required to pay 300 gems if we want to get access to eggs, which is why we don't do those eggs until the very end, because we want to, the way we route out getting gems, we want to maximize saving time and getting the most amount of gems possible, just so that we can get the rescue the animal buddies. And once we basically are done with that, hold on, I need to focus. Darn it. Ah, close. Come on. Oh, what? It was there. Okay. Don't want to cooperate? That's cool. What is... Oh, boy. There we go. Oh, my God.
I see. I am a... Sorry. I see you. I am a...
Okay, that was sloppier than the last run. It's still... This is still faster than playing the level normally, believe it or not.
The first, the red...
Right. So basically, the whole deal with this little tank minigame is we just gotta take out all 4 of the Rhinox. For the first egg, there's the second egg, is you have to deal with 10, but... And, oh boy. We are approaching critical mass with Sparks. We really gotta be a little bit better. There's 10 eggs, there's 10 tanks around, but it's not, this one, it's not actually difficult. We just gotta be a little bit more focused. Okay. Nice, clean. 4. Is that an, yeah, the hitboxes can be a little bit weird. That is, that's okay. Okay, perfect. This one's lined up just right. But I don't have to worry about... And it's so nice of these Rhinox to actually not stab me in the back while I am clearly defenseless. Of course, the blue butterfly shows up when I need it and unable to access it. Okay. There we go. Similar with the crystal puzzles, there's a sliding puzzle that we don't have to deal. We can just fly over. There is one more egg in here. Again, even with all those failed haunted tomb skips, this still ended up being faster than going through the level. Although it did take us quite a bit to actually pull it off. So in reality, our RTA should actually be like 121.30, which is an improvement. Big improvement over the execution. I mean, even this one was not super duper executed well, but it's getting better. It's getting better. And Haunted Tomb did waste us like a minute because we just couldn't quite get the skip right. But that's another one. That's another one of those like frame perfect skips that that is not easy to do. Like it's something that takes multiple tries, and sometimes you could be doing everything perfect, and sometimes the game just won't cooperate. Glad we timed Sparks going into the yellow with getting into dynamites. This one because it's really needed because we could get hit. Problem here with dynamites is that the enemies have guns and invisible frames. Not really a feature. It's more of a suggestion that the game decides to not take. So if you get hit, you run the risk of getting hit multiple times, and that's how you die real quick. Nice little easy egg to start. Okay. That was a good first stretch. Now we just gotta clean up. Ah, come on. Really? Oh my god. That's... What the hell was that? Oh my god. It just... That box just appeared out of nowhere. Oh, come on. Like, I literally couldn't move. Like, this is the problem. You get stunned. Like, thankfully, it was, like, right at the egg, so... Honestly, that wasn't really a time loss. Well, like a 5-second time loss, which... Whatever. So we'll just play a little bit riskier. Thought I could squeeze it in, but that's fine. Okay. We're getting real close. This is the final egg of the of Dynamines, and it's perfect because the endgame timer, just like with the tunnel minigame in Seashell Shore, it actually stops in this specific minigame. I don't know why they would stop it on this one, but I'm happy with not having to be a reason why the endgame timer just kind of keeps on going. And then funny enough, the one at Seashell Shore, to me, I actually find to be harder, or at least more stressful than the one here in Dynamines. We're doing the cleanup. Actually going to do 45. Oh boy, we really lost a ton of time on. We really okay. We can. I think sub 50. I don't know if that's. We'd have to play like perfect from this point onwards. We have to get the. Actually, I don't know. 45. I don't think we're gonna get to sub 50 today. I don't think so. Getting better. Okay. Yep. And yeah, that was it. That was the egg. Just blow one random rock and you're in. Ah, come on. This wasn't going well. Sub 50 might be dead. Dang it. There we go. Jeez. Oh, we just bonked him from behind. Okay, oh my god, I missed an egg. I missed an egg. We have to go back to Frozen Altars. Yeah, we missed an egg. Right, melt a snowman. 1, 2... No, did we? No, we didn't miss an egg. Okay, there's 3 eggs. 788. What are we missing? Dino mines? No, what are we doing? Okay, what do we miss? Okay. Spooky Swamp. Evening Lake. Oh my god, I forgot to get the 2 eggs in Evening Lake. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's bad. I forgot to get the 2 eggs at Evening Lake. I'm so tired. Jesus. Thankfully, in-game timer stops just going through all that. I'm just so goddamn tired. Well, I can at the very least be confident in knowing that I'm definitely gonna get. I think we keep the execution up, well. Come on. Okay, it's not colossal time loss. Yeah. Oh, we ain't definitely not getting sub 50. We're not getting sub 50. I still have three eggs I need to collect. Four eggs actually. The one at the side of Midnight Mountain, the one on a separate island ledge in Midnight Mountain, the thief, and the desert ruins one. Yeah, that's not yeah, sub 50 step. We might be able to get sub 51 if we get it like a clean sorceress. No. Oh, come on. This stupid camera just refuses to cooperate and forced me to have to, like, jump off a ledge, like, sooner than I was hoping. Stupid camera. There we go. That was like a 5-second time loss as a result. Oh. There we go. Ooh, nice. Good sorceress. A good thief, I should say. If we got a good sorceress, this... Desert, haunted... No, Desert Ruins. That's where we want to go. For the final, egg. I think if I honestly, I think Haunted Tombs kind of cost us a sub 50. Mainly because, man, it's hard. It's hard to get that trick down right. Everything else has been going along relatively well. I think with tighter execution, we'll definitely get to sub 50. Oh, really? There we go. If we somehow actually beat the sorceress in under 2 minutes, oh man. That's actually what it's going to take, beating sorceress in under 2 minutes. If we have a clean sorceress, we'll definitely get to sub 50. Not definitely, but good chance, I would say. Either way, unless we totally blow it, we are definitely getting a PB. You know, I should have not guidebooked out. That wasted a few seconds. Okay. I don't know if that's enough. I don't know. All right. We'll see. Thankfully, we are at full health, I believe. Meaning that Agent 9 is not going to focus on dropping down sheep. Which means if we get... It's honestly going to come down to whether or not we can avoid getting hit before the spaceship, and if we can just be perfect on the spaceship. All right, bring it on. Okay, the cannon is coming from here. Come on. Okay, good. Very good. Okay, clean first phase. Nice. Second phase is the easiest, in my opinion. Oh, no. No, there's wiggle room for you to kind of mess up. But I usually don't mess up phase 2. Come on. Ah, come on. I botched. Wait, double hit. Oh my god, that's... No, that just cost us sub 50. Because he's gonna prioritize his dropping sheep. Oh my god, Agent 9, stop. This is why I let you. This is why I let you trapped in the cage. That's what I get for opening my big mouth. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Where's the spaceship? There it is. Okay. Avoided the hit. Okay. Okay, good. Come on. Aim. Okay. Moment of truth. That was a good phase 3. I don't know if that was enough to make up for the sloppy phase 2 and not getting the and not properly exiting out of Desert Ruins. I don't know why I guidebooked, but I should have just exited level, because guidebooking puts you to the very start of Midnight Mountain. The reason why I do Desert Ruins last is because it's the closest level to Sorceress. This probably is like a, I don't know, 5006. I'm only 2 bet. Which I can do better. Definitely a lot better. Just have to wait and see. Ah, yeah. 5021. That's still pretty good. That's still pretty solid. That 5021, that puts me at 22nd now. What can I say? Sloppy mental mistakes at the very end, mainly because I've been streaming for now about 9 hours total today. So it happens, but I think feeling a little bit more refreshed tomorrow, I think we can definitely do a lot. I think we can definitely get it down to 50, to sub 50. It's right there. It's right there. I'm feeling really good about it. So